Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bill Pesco-Slido, and this is today's Daily Dose of Awesome. I'm coming to you live from my office, and today is Monday, November 20th, 2017. So if you're new to the Elite Marketing Pro Daily Dose of Awesomes, or if you're not new, you're here all the time, before I dive into today's topic, I want you to just hop on, say hello, and let me know where it is that you're actually watching this live from. And I've got my handy-dandy phone here and my computer over here so I can see your comments. And I like to make this very interactive and fun. So like I said, I just want to know where you're calling in or where you're watching this from. And let me know if it's like hot or cold. That's it. So just say, hi, where you're from, hot or cold, or whatever, any kind of weather you want to share. And I'm seeing some people coming on. Hey, I've got, hey, Susan from Hawaii. Hey, David. Hey, Dave's from Boston. I'm from Boston too, Dave. And we've got Patricia and Marge from Iowa. We got a lot of other people coming on here right now. So I'm very excited for today's Daily Dose of Awesome. Now, if this is your first time being here, or if you were invited to this Daily Dose of Awesome, basically this is just a daily call, a daily motivational, inspirational, tactical, strategic, 15 to 20 minute long call to help you with your business, your home-based business, your direct sales, network marketing, affiliate marketing, brick and mortar business, whatever it is that you do. And we're part of this community, which is the Elite Marketing Pro community. And if you're not familiar with Elite Marketing Pro, basically it's an attraction marketing system that's going to allow you to attract people to you so you can generate more leads, customers, and sales into your business without having to chase down friends and family, without having to chase down deadbeat leads. And it's an amazing system. So if you're not familiar with it yet, I highly recommend you get familiar with it. Go on over to elitemarketingpro.com. That's elitemarketingpro.com, and you can get all the information that you want over there. Now, let's see. We've got some more people checking in. We've got Cinnamon. We've got Steve. Hey, Susan, the mic is echoing. Let me see what I can do about that. Is everyone else hearing an echo? I hope maybe Susan's the only one, because I would have no idea how to fix it if it is echoing. We could have danger there. Let me go into some settings here. So if the audio is bad right now, or if it's echoing, okay, you're all saying yep. Okay. So let me try this. And there's a delay. So how about now? Did that help the echo at all? So again, I know there's a little bit of a delay here, about a 7-second delay. So if what I just did a moment ago, did that help or improve the echo? If you want to just comment. All right, Angeline says better. Gone, as in I'm gone. Perfect. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. I'm getting mixed reviews here. Some say it's better. Some say it's not. Hey, Marilyn, what's going on? Okay, I'm getting a lot of people saying it's better. Much better. I got a much better. Okay, cool. So I'm hoping that worked. I just did a couple things here on the OBS software system. And let's get rocking and rolling here. So today I want to talk to you about how to merge art and science together into your marketing. And in order to really explain that and share with you how you can merge art and science and why you should merge art and science together in your marketing, let me go back and just tell you briefly about what Michelle and I did over the last 10 days. We actually went to Europe for a little mini vacation, met some friends there, and we spent a little bit of time, we actually spent 4 days in Tuscany, and we spent a day in Florence. And the reason specifically why we went to Florence was, among other reasons, I mean, it's incredible, it's beautiful, it's great. It's sort of like it was at least one point the epicenter of all art and culture and education and music and everything. But there was a little bit of a Leonardo da Vinci focus on this trip. And Leonardo da Vinci is, by all means, just a genius. I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with the Mona Lisa and everything that he's done, Vitruvius Man, and just all his works and writings and art and everything. He was a genius. And he spent a good deal of his life in Florence. He actually went there as a young child, by maybe around the age of 10 or 12 years old. He was now living in Florence. And back then, there was basically no better place to live from there's really no better place that offered a more stimulating environment for creativity. So a good reason why that Leonardo da Vinci became a genius and was able to be so creative is that he was surrounded, he was in Florence in this just incredibly creative, stimulating place. Basically, Florence was able to interweave art, technology, commerce all in together. And they had, there was a mixing of ideas. They had, artists would work with artisans, the blacksmiths would work with the weavers, the bankers would work with the architects. They cross-pollinated all these different types of people in their roles or their jobs, their passions. They interwove them together. And so it became an immensely creative place. And it was really a place where the arts flourished and creativity flourished and just intellect, theory, everything flourished in Florence. And as a result of this, if we can take one thing away from Leonardo da Vinci, it was his ability to blend art and science together. And to give you an example of this, if it's been said that when you look at, for example, the Mona Lisa or his paintings of the Madonna or just all the different paintings, the way that the angle the person is, the subject in the painting, the angle they're sitting at, or the direction their eyes are going, maybe the way they're looking, like this or straight on, or even the way the light came in, the way that he painted, that the light was coming in, the angles. This was all based on his lengthy and tedious study of the retina. I don't think a lot of people know that. Now, if you knew that, you're pretty smart. So if you didn't know that, just drop a 1 below. So, and this is merging art and science. I'm going to get into this specifically for your marketing here in a second. But if you can just, if that's new to you, or if you can appreciate the fact that Leonardo da Vinci literally studied, went to libraries and universities to study the retina, among other things, but the retina. And it was that information, that knowledge he gained from studying the retina that then that contributed to the way he painted. Again, the light coming in, the way the person looked, just their eye angle, everything. That is the pure definition of blending art and science together. So if that makes sense, put a 1. I'm seeing some 1s coming through. Awesome. So again, just drop a 1. Just literally type the number 1 below if that's new to you, if you thought that was interesting, or if you can see that that's really a great way to blend art and science together. So, okay. Hey, and Eric Duncanson is on the call. What's up? And we got a lot of cool people. So awesome. Okay. I see a lot of 1s. So that makes sense, right? So here we are today, November 20th, 2017. You're on this call. You're seeing me. You're listening to me. And the reality is not much has changed in that regard since way back in the 1400s when Leonardo da Vinci was merging art and science. We still need to blend art and science together, but we need to do it in our marketing. All right, so we need to blend art and science together in our emails, in our blog posts, in our ad copy, in our Facebook Lives, in videos, in everything, really any element of marketing or every element of marketing. If you want to really keep your audience engaged, if you want to actually move someone to an emotional state where they make a decision to say yes to you, and they actually plunk out their credit card and join you, or they buy your offer, they buy your product, they buy your service, they have to have that, they have to get that emotional state where they're saying, yes, I want this now, I see that. If your marketing, if your copy, if your everything, emails are just pure science only, and there's no art blended in, they'll become bland, they'll become boring, they'll become pedestrian, they'll become everyday. You'll blend in to everyone else, and you won't separate yourself at all. So adding the art in is the most critical part. If you want to build a brand, if you want to stand out, if you want to successfully build your business, which I assume you do, which is why you're here, you have to be able to blend art and science together. And if you're with me on this, again, just type, again, I want to see more one. So if this is making sense, type a 1 below. Now, so how do we do this? You're all probably asking. You're probably saying, Bill, it makes sense. I typed my 1. How do we do this? Well, an obvious way is to incorporate stories into our marketing. All right, now, just as a quick disclaimer, from a Facebook advertising standpoint, I would just say this. Until you're very experienced with Facebook advertising and until you're very experienced with copywriting, and you just have a lot of copywriting under your belt, you studied it, you've read some books, you've written a lot of ads, until you get to that point, I would stay away from the long story in a Facebook ad, right? Facebook ad copy. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. So now, but not to say you shouldn't ever do that. Once you get experienced at it, by all means, incorporate story into your Facebook ads. Or, if you don't have a recognizable brand yet, right? There's some of you on this call who have recognizable brands. Some of you on this call are just starting out. You really don't have much of a brand yet. You will, but just not yet. So until you have a recognizable brand where people actually really already know you, like you, and trust you, don't do the Facebook story ad. That's just my little advice, right? Stick with something more short and sweet, or what someone else has done, and just do the same thing. However, when it comes to your Facebook Lives, when it comes to your emails to your list, especially, comes to a rant on your fan page, or just a value post on your fan page, or a blog post, merging art and science together are critical. So, and here's where it kind of comes into full circle, especially if you're sitting here thinking to yourself, and especially if you're part of Elite Marketing Pro, and maybe you're at the point of, do I take over my own email list? Like, do I start writing my own emails, or do I just stick with the email follow-up that Elite Marketing Pro provides, right? There's probably a lot of you right now, and actually this is a good question. So you're on this call right now, you're listening to me. I want you to type a 2, the number 2, if you've taken over your list, your email list, and you're emailing on your own regularly or semi-regularly, once a week, 3 times, 5 times a week, whatever. So that's type a 2, let's say a 2. And then type a 3 if you're like, oh God, email my list, like I'm not there yet, right? Which is fine if you're not there yet, right? Notice I use the word yet, because you will be there. But if you're not there yet, if you're still letting Elite Marketing Pro handle the email follow-up, if you haven't even set up an autoresponder, or if you just don't know what to do, and okay, so again, 2 if you're writing your own emails, 3 if you're not yet writing your own emails. So I'm seeing a good mix of 2s and 3s. Okay, very cool. What I'm about to share with you is going to apply to both of you, right? Both the 2s and the 3s. So I'm really excited about this, and I think you're going to be pretty excited too. So here's the deal. We're in this home-based business industry, right? And again, no matter whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're affiliate marketing, network marketing, direct sales, whatever, it's still working from home, or at least that's the goal. It's the freedom to quit your job, fire your boss, et cetera, work from home. But who here, and I'm including myself in this, it's a rhetorical question, but I'm actually calling myself out. Who here on this call is doing a really great job of selling the work from home lifestyle? All right, now maybe you are, and if you are, type me. I mean, by all means, if you feel you're doing a really great job selling the work from home lifestyle, then own it, be proud of that, and type me. Just say me, I am Bill. All right. The next question, rhetorical question. I'm including myself in this. Who here is really painting a really good picture? A really good picture, like a Leonardo da Vinci painting, right? Who's painting a really good picture of what working from home is really like? Now, I'm going to put myself in the category saying, I don't think I'm doing a good enough job. I need to do better. And so, okay, so someone here said, yeah, so Jacob says me. Jacob's doing a good job. So, and here's an examples of what I mean. Like, because we all kind of talk about just the typical stuff. Oh, it's freedom, and I work from home. I can work when I want. But it's kind of generic. and it's not specific. So here's where you can merge art and science. You ready? So here's just some brainstorming things that I wrote down for myself. Just things in my day that I wrote down for myself. Now your things are going to be yours, but just understand my things here and then apply your own things to it. So every day, Michelle and I we like to watch this show called First Take. First Take, it's like on ESPN, it's like Sports Center, but it's where these guys debate back and forth. We actually like watching the show First Take. And it's on at 9 o'clock every morning. Now, we don't, unless something crazy comes up, but we rarely miss it. That's actually something that we like to do. It's part of our routine. It's something that we watch, and nothing's going to get in the way of that because it's just kind of like our little thing. So talking about being able to do that, like think about the bigger picture of what that means. If at 9 a.m., like from 9 to 10, we can just watch this show. And for us, it's First Take. For you, it could be anything. You might hate that show, and that's fine. But that's not the point. The point is that we have designed a business where we can just do that, and that's what we do. Right? Here's another one. I get to use my own bathroom in the comfort of my own home all the time, every day. Right? I never have to worry about a public bathroom or the work bathroom, or do I have to wait until like so-and-so gets out because it's always stinky after they're done. Like, nothing. I get to use my own bathroom for as long as I want, as often as I want, whenever I have to go to the bathroom, in the comfort of my home every single day. Now, that might not seem like the biggest thing in the world, and certainly I don't think anyone says, the reason why I want to succeed in my business is so I can use my own bathroom. But think about what just the bigger picture of what that means. Right? What that means. It's just a pure comfort, like lavish thing. Like I have all, everything I need. Like I never have to worry about is the toilet paper going to be like cheap, scratchy toilet paper or whatever. It has to be like a gross bathroom. I don't worry about that, right? It's the comfort of my home every single time. Here's another one. I can take a break whenever I want. Whenever I want, I can take a break from working. Now, for me in particular, I try to work in 40-minute blocks. That's just me. But I choose to work in 40-minute blocks, and I take about a 10 or 15-minute break. And then I work another 40-minute block, and then take another 10 or 15-minute break. That's what just works for me. Okay? Maybe you have a different strategy. Maybe you have no strategy. Or if you're chained to your desk at work for 5 hours straight, right, that would be kind of the opposite. So for me, taking a break whenever I want or working 40-minute blocks, that's just what makes me the most productive and makes me the most happy. So that's why I do that. All right? Here's another example. Michelle and I just took a 10-day trip to Europe, as I talked about. Went to Paris, Venice, Tuscany. I didn't have to worry about if I had enough vacation days left to do this. I didn't have to ask a boss to see if it was going to be okay, if I could have someone cover for me. I didn't have to sit here and think and do like the whole sick day shuffle. Like you guys ever, if those of you that have worked in, have jobs, corporate America or whatever, you get like vacation days and then maybe some sick days. And so at some point you kind of shuffle some of those sick days over so you can get like more vacation time. And you say, like, I was sick, right? And it's kind of funny how I remember every single year without fail, I always ended up using the exact amount of sick days I was allotted by my company, which I thought is, wow, it's amazing. How is it my company knows I'm going to be sick for 7 days this year? But I used all my sick days, right? Never to have sick days left over, right? Obviously, I merged them into vacation time. So, but I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that. I never do that. Like we don't think like, oh, am I going to have enough time? Do I have to do that? We just don't, right? That's the beauty of when you have that freedom working from home. After this call right here, when I'm done, here's another one. I'm going to take my dog for a walk. Why? Because it's a beautiful fall day here. It's like 62 degrees, and I know my dog will be jonesing for a walk. And I want to do it as well. All right. Lastly, and here's, again, this is where you're merging art and science together. These are things that, especially if you're writing an email to your list, no one wants to sit here and hear about Facebook, read about Facebook PPC. Like that's not interesting, right? People don't get into this so they could learn or read about Facebook PPC. Yeah, that's a means to an end. Yes, that will help you generate leads or get customers, but that's not exciting. That's not going to move someone. That's not going to get someone into an emotional state. But how about this? I recently traded in my car and I got a new car. Now, the car I had was a 2014 model, and I traded it in a month ago. So I literally had this car for 3 years. Now, when I traded it in, it had 14,000 miles on it. All right, 14,000 miles. So, do you know what the average car miles on a car is on average for a year? On average, 15,000 miles a year. All right, the average person drives 15,000 miles a year. I drove 14,000 miles in 3 years. Like literally, my car. I turned it in. The guys at the store, the car sales guys, they're all like, "Wait, what?" They're like, "This is a 2014." I was like, "Yeah." And they go, "How many miles do you have on it?" I said, 14,000. They're like, "What do you do?" I said, "I work from home." All right. So, but what does that mean? So, what does that mean in a bigger picture? Only having 14,000 miles. It means I don't have a commute, which means I'm never stuck in rush hour traffic. It means because I don't have a commute, it means I'm not frantically rushing out the door in the morning trying to beat traffic. It probably means I don't have to wake up at a certain time to get to work on time, or I have to wake up earlier because I want to beat rush hour traffic. I'm not doing that, right? So there's a bigger picture, and that when you can isolate these little things, like I'm going to walk my dog after this call because I feel like it, or my car only had 14,000 miles after having it for 3 years, or I get to use my own bathroom always, whenever I want, in the comfort of my own home. No lines, no scratchy toilet paper, no nothing. Like, that's the kind of thing that will resonate with people, right? That because they'll be like, oh, you know, that's painting the picture of the freedom of working from home. So I'm not saying that you just write about your bathroom habits in an email, but you take these little things, you kind of pick up these little chunks of your life, of your time, of your freedom, of example, of real, tangible specifics. And you share that, and then you weave in the Facebook PPC at the very end, right? You weave in the offer at the end, right? So you're painting the picture of what life could be like for your person, for your prospect, for the people on your email list. You paint a picture of what things could be like, the real tangible picture, just like Leonardo da Vinci, painted the Mona Lisa. So he studied the retina. He spent hours and hours in a library and in a college studying the retina so that he could then paint a beautiful masterpiece that we just look on as pure beauty, pure culture, pure art. But there was a science element that had to be there first. Does that make sense? So if this is making any sense to you guys, type in a 1. And and again, the last 6 things I mentioned, the Michelle and I watching First Take, the using my bathroom, walking my dog, my car is 14,000. These are just my things. But could you extract things like that for yourself, of your own life, your own time, and whip that into, say, an email you're going to send to your list? Like, if you're on our list, great. If not, no big deal, whatever. But you're going to see in the coming days and weeks and months, I'm going to kind of change my whole attitude towards emailing our list. And I'm going to weave in these kinds of things because I think I haven't done a good enough job of really painting the picture and selling the working from home dream, the lifestyle, which is what it really is. So do that. That's what you got to do. That's what it boils down to. And don't, because no one cares about, again, if you write an email all about Facebook, PPC, you're going to put your readers to sleep. All right. But an email about something specific, a story, merging that art and science, they're going to love you for that. So that's how you can blend art and science together. That's how you can really, start with that story and end up, going to your offer in a cool way, in an interesting way, in a way that blends art and science together. Your reader, your email subscribers will love you for it. I guarantee you'll build a bigger brand. I guarantee you'll get more customers, more people joining you, more distributors or customers or whatever it is that you're looking to get, and you'll be happier for it as a result. So if you got value from this, I'm going to throw a little curveball here. If this was valuable for you, if this made sense, and more importantly, if you can see yourself doing this, if I just made maybe the idea of writing an email to your list a little bit easier, I want you to type a 5 below. Just type the number 5, or just say yes, Bill, or something like that. So I know there's a bit of a delay. I'm going to sit here and watch. I want to see some 5s, like the number 5. I want to type the 5, or I want to see you just type yes, Bill, or something. So at least I know, like, wow, hopefully someone got something out of this. So I'm seeing a couple things coming over. And of course, if you like this, click the like button, click the heart button or the like button, and yeah, show some love. So let's see, we got Minnie, yes. Eric, awesome, very doable. Patricia, yes, or she's up to 5. Nice. Jacob, 5. Susan, 5. Lisa, yes, Bill, awesome. Fran, hey, Fran. Deborah, yes, I see 5s and yes, Bills. And someone did even someone even did an emoticon of a 5 with their hands. Petroline Vir Leroux. That is cool. How'd you do that? That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, you guys are great. Love you all. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got some value from this. If so, that's great. Like I said, type a 5 below, click the like button, say yes, Bill, whatever you want really at this point. And lastly, again, if you're new to this Daily Dose of Awesome, if this is your first time, and you're invited by someone, then by all means go back to that person or go to elitemarketingpro.com, where you can learn all about Elite Marketing Pro, the attraction marketing and educational platform and system. Or you can check out Attraction Marketing Formula, so you can learn how to attract more leads, customers, and sales into your business without chasing them down. So I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you like this call, and I will see you all soon. This Daily Dose of Awesome is a wrap. Bye.